Hi, this is IWearCrocs applying to be an event coach for the Jayne Pug system, and I'm reviewing this game on Eichenwald. Let's get to it.
Alright, so what we do is we group up, we drag ult, and then we move in with the grab nano blade, and then beat when necessary. Alright, so let's use the prick. Let the
Alright, so I'm a big fan of the planning. You know, it's a lot of things that you see at lower levels is that teams will just kind of rush in and just go like go, 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 and not really think about what they're going to do. However,
armor gain up.
The call here for the armor to game up. I mean, I like the idea. I know you like seeing that 300 on you before you go in, but really the value from the Brigitte ult, anyways, is that there's consistent armor for the whole ultimate time, which I believe is around 10 seconds, right? So not just getting the 100 armor is fine, right? But imagine if you could get 300 armor, right? And you're just eating damage, but the armor is there to back you up, and then you can end with 300. So personally, I prefer you rally on the way in, because then you're building up armor, which means the poke damage that might come in from like the Junkrat grenades and stuff like that is going to get eaten by the armor, and then you're still at full HP and ready to do whatever you need from there.
We'll go in and left again. That worked well.
Alright, I'm gonna go top right. I'm ready for the. Alright.
We should do a countdown.
Okay, you kind of just. I appreciate the planning, right? But I think you need to think about it a little more, because you took the extra time to set it up. That's fine, but I feel like you didn't take enough. You didn't think about exactly what the plan was. You were just like, all right, I'm going top. Let's go. And your team's just kind of forced to follow you, even though they might not be prepared. So you might just want to take a little bit of time to do that.
Ready to get next.
Oh, I don't have the
Yeah. So
amp yet.
So your Lucio doesn't have amp yet, which means that's probably one of the cooldowns you want to wait for, especially. I think you might have just used it getting up to that spot. Amp is a very powerful cooldown, especially if you're speeding multiple people in at once. So it's probably worth just to wait for amp and just wait for pretty much all your cooldowns before you try to push into the enemy team here, especially after they use the Hanzo dart to see you.
Hit me.
Zarya's over here on the left.
Let's see what happened here.
Zarya's over here.
Hit me.
I don't have the amp yet.
Get next.
Oh, I don't.
I'm gonna go top right. I'm ready for the. Alright.
We
Go.
should do a countdown.
Hit me.
All right. So you just said I'm ready for the go, and you expect the Anna to know exactly what your plan is without warning her
Here in the left
beforehand,
room.
which about what you wanted, which in this case was the nano for your blade. You just kind of like, I'm ready for the go. You need to be more clear if you want your teammates to understand what's going through your head.
Get lines down.
Looks like we used Graph here. It's unfortunate. It happens sometimes.
I didn't get the.
So Ryan, in this situation, I know you're not 100% at fault for this, but when you hear the Junkrat ult from the other team, it should kind of trigger in your head that, hey, the Junkrat ult does a lot of damage, so I should be trying to mitigate it a little bit with my shield. And obviously, you've already swung through most of the other
I
team,
didn't get the nano.
so you might just want to play a little slower.
60 seconds remaining.
We already lose Genji at this point. Yeah.
The mercy, get the mercy.
Yeah, so it's not your Genji's fault for calling Mercy. Even though he was dead, he wouldn't have seen that she was falking and wasn't in the position to target.
What happened there? Why didn't we nano?
Okay, so I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed, but your Lucio's here, your Brigitte's over here, and your Anna's all the way over here. Which you guys were that means you guys are super split. So after the Junkrat tire, I mean, it's natural for you on a split when the tire happens. So if your Brigitte goes over here, your Lucio backs up, but then you want to reconvene, because when you have this Lucio just to enable this Brigida to swing around the entire enemy team, you want to use it, especially in a brawl like this where both teams have already lost a significant amount of their players.
I don't know.
Let's flip someone.
That was the only part that we didn't do.
Yeah, one more.
All right. Sweeney, I mean, it's fine if you flame your teammates in solo queue, right? Because you never have to talk to them again. But if you're really trying to improve as a player and as a teammate, you really don't want to like just flame your own
One more
teammates.
fish. We have one more fish.
You should be thinking about. I mean, this is fine if you're reflecting after the fact and you're like, hey, maybe we won that fight if I got the nano. But really, you should be trying to just think in the moment, be like, hey, we've got 40 seconds left. Let's try to put together a good push here, rather than, hey, come on, guys, why did we lose that last one? Like, what are we doing? Right? That's not going to help your team at all. You just need to be, you just need to be better, I guess.
Are we all here?
Yep.
Let's go in and left, in and left.
Remaining.
Beating. No, sorry, not beating, but amping.
Огонь по готовности.
All right. So I like the call going in and left. That is a call. You go in and through here. That's great. I like the idea behind it. But again, you guys, you go in before you ensure that everybody's ready to go. You just like go. Is everybody here? But just because they're there might not mean they're ready to go, like on amp and stuff like that. So you need to think about, hey, I'm going hard left. Let's use our Lucio speed amp and try to go quick.
Oh, I'm grabbed. Shit.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.